Hello, welcome to Recommended Video Channels, where I locate YouTube's most interesting channel content for you. There are many new and existing videos here for you, so browse our many selections and playlist to watch something. Be sure to subscribe and click on Notify so you'll be made aware of our newest uploads. I'm your host, Ben Bailey. Thanks for coming by my channel. Now here's the interesting video selected for you. This episode of Sailing La Vagabonde appeared on July the 11th, 2022. The video that will make you want to sell your house. Elayna starts this episode by asking a question, "Are you in love with your life?" She then gives a brief lesson on the timeline of the universe and the uniqueness of Earth. That entire history is condensed down into about 5 seconds. A marvelous reduction. Illustrating that our time on life is limited, she suggests that we fully live our lives and consider buying a sailboat. Riley, while manning the helm, continues Elayna's theme. Demonstrating some of the talking heads illustrating this point. That's a good reason not to buy a house, he says. He states that boats have lately been going up in price, further illustrating his point. Back to Elayna, she shows some video of Lenny, their son, who is peering through one of the boat's windows. She then greets David, one of the people on board the boat, asking him what's going on. David mentions that Wednesday they are going to be fishing in search of tuna. Turning her attention to Riley, while sitting forward and looking at the water, he responds, mentioning that the wind is up to 18 knots, and he thought this would make an excellent opportunity for a sail. Elayna then sings an Australian song by Casey Chamber her parents used to sing while steering the sailboat. A quick cut to the band performing "We Are All Going to Die Someday," then back to Riley. Raleigh says a philosopher says that since we're all going to die, this is the motivation for everything we do. Together, they say, you haven't really lived unless you've thrown it all away and bought yourself a sailboat. In preparation for anchoring, David pulls in the forward sail, making the boat ready for anchoring. After securing the anchor, Elayna points out a stingray a short distance from the boat. Elayna, mixing up fruit-blended drink for others and herself, sits down at her desk with her computer where she shows her view of the nearby island, saying, "This is my work view," and mentions a New York Times article that says, while 60% of the workforce can't work remotely, the 40% that can are working from home and only occasionally going into the office. She mentions that some are saying we may have a global financial crisis. She then mentions that anywhere they now go in the world, they have pretty fast internet, frequently uploading a large file without any problems and not taking too long. She also says that that's getting better, particularly with the new introduction of Starlink, which Riley has been researching. She elaborates more on selling your home and buying a sailboat, mentioning that the yearly maintenance can be estimated at 10% of what the sailboat is worth. Now, I don't know if that means 10% of when they bought it or 10% of the depreciated value since they bought it. Anyway, she further says that anchoring is free and you can get by cheaply while getting more out of life, she says. Thanks for watching. You'll find a link below to the full version of this episode at the recommended channel.